Right now, remembering those who made the ultimate sacrifice this Memorial Day, we have team coverage from ceremonies and services throughout South Central Wisconsin. Police shoot and kill a man in Milwaukee, what authorities say led up to that shooting. And play ball after losing out on the chance to play last year. We're live at the Duck Pond where the Mallards are diving into a brand new season.
This is News 3 Now at 6.
Thanks for joining us tonight at 6. If you're trying to get between Janesville and Evansville tonight, expect delays. Highway 14 is still closed in both directions east of Evansville at Wilder Road. Rock County Dispatch tells us a crash happened around 4:30 this afternoon. Officials say there are injuries, but they have not updated us yet on the conditions of anyone involved. The DOT says the closure is expected to last until at least 7 o'clock tonight. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canulti is watching the traffic camera and has more on the backup this is causing in Rock County. Gary?
Yeah, definitely want to avoid that area. If you are traveling on Highway 14 between Evansville and Janesville, you want to use an alternate. Probably take if you're coming from Evansville, take Highway 213 south to County A and then back to County H up to Highway 14 and reverse that if you're going back in the westbound direction because Route 14 is closed because of that traffic accident just east of Evansville. In weather, the weather has been very quiet this Memorial Day. We've had some high clouds earlier. Now those have cleared out, but some showers and thunderstorms are developing to our north and west. You can see that little line of clouds to the northwest. And the Storm Prediction Center actually has a marginal risk of severe thunderstorms north of the Dells, with high winds and hail being the main threats. But any severe weather will be very isolated. There have been a couple of stronger storms up toward Rhinelander, but right now the strongest storms are just to the northwest of La Crosse. They're moving eastward and probably will affect northern Juneau and Adams counties within about the next 1 to 2 hours. But future radar shows that these storms will be weakening as they head toward Madison shortly after 9 o'clock tonight. So the severe weather threat across southern Wisconsin pretty limited. Temperatures right now are very comfortable. They're in the upper 60s to the middle 70s here in Madison. We're at 71. Look for a low temperature tonight of 51 degrees. Any shower and thunderstorm threat should end by midnight. Tomorrow's high at 77. It should be dry. There'll be a slight chance for a shower or thunderstorm Wednesday, and then the temperatures start to warm up at the end of the week. I'll tell you how warm it'll get in just a few minutes.
All right, Gary, thank you. On this Memorial Day, we're honoring and thanking everyone who has faithfully served this country. There were a handful of ceremonies marking the day across the area, and for the first time in more than a year, the Madison community was able to gather a crowd to pay tribute to those who gave their lives so we could live ours.
This year marks the 153rd anniversary of what is considered the first Memorial Day in Waterloo, New York. What began as a day to decorate the graves of the fallen Civil War soldiers has become an occasion to solemnly remember those whose lives were lost in combat serving in our nation's conflicts.
That was one ceremony at Veterans Memorial Park. Our Jamie Perez took part in a separate ceremony at Forest Hill Cemetery, and she shares one veteran's story.
Today is a day we owe to them, the members of our armed services who fought so we didn't have to.
We need to respect and honor our country.
It's days like this that make those who've served and are alive to tell the tale, reflect on the meaning of life and how much there is to be thankful for.
It tells me how many like-minded Americans we do have. You know, we talk so much about divisions in society now. We all come together for this cause, and it's wonderful.
Although millions of our soldiers never made it out of their uniform, leave it up to the people who did to give us their perspective on what today is all about.
Work hard, be honest, and be dependable.
99-year-old World War II veteran Jake Christopherson was in the Navy from 1942 to 1946. Today he remembers the lives we lost, the lives he lost, and the lessons we should remind ourselves of on a day where we recognize our freedoms.
And we should sit down and think about what's gone by and how fortunate we are to live in this country.
In celebration and in memory of those who gave the ultimate sacrifice. I'm Jamie Perez for News 3 Now.
Thank you, Jamie. In other news tonight, we're continuing to follow a developing story out of Milwaukee. One man is dead after being shot by Milwaukee police on the city's south side last night. Police say the man was firing shots off a porch. When police arrived, officers asked him to drop the gun, but the 49-year-old man refused, and that's when one officer, a 47-year-old veteran with more than 6 years of service, shot and killed him.
Officer encountered the subject who refused several verbal commands to drop his gun. An officer discharged his firearm, subsequently striking the suspect. The suspect, a 49-year-old man, sustained fatal injuries.
The victim's name has not been released. The officer who fired the shots has been placed on administrative leave. The Waukesha Police Department is taking over the investigation. Today is the anniversary of a day the Columbia County community of Cambria will never forget. On May 31st, 2017, an explosion at the Didion Milling plant claimed the lives of 5 workers and injured 14 others. An OSHA investigation found the explosion likely happened from the accumulation of highly combustible grain dust throughout the facility. In December of last year, one employee died after being recovered from a grain silo at the plant. There are more signs this Memorial Day that life is getting back to normal. The number of vaccinated Americans is increasing as the number of new COVID cases decreases. The CDC is reporting fewer than 10,000 new cases over the past day, and Wisconsin's 7-day average is dropping, now at 225 cases per day. Famie Redwood has more.
Pennsylvania became the latest state on Monday to lift nearly all its COVID restrictions. Restaurants, bars, entertainment venues, and gyms can now operate at full capacity with no limitations.
It's wonderful. Our staff is rebuilt also. We went from a staff of about 10 or 12 servers down to about 3 after the closures ended. And we've rebuilt to about 10 servers now.
One of the many signs of recovery across the country, the TSA says it screened more than 7 million passengers since Thursday. The travel rush comes as new COVID cases declined to under 13,000 nationwide, the lowest amount in more than a year, and as just over half of all Americans are now at least partially vaccinated. In New York City, Caroline's on Broadway reopened to the public for the first time since the pandemic.
Our live venues and performances are back, and it also means jobs are back.
And so are fans. In addition to its regular shows, Caroline's is also offering vaccinated-only shows. Its most recent one sold out.
People are excited, and they want to have a good time. They want to laugh. They want to forget about all the stuff, and they sort of come to us because, you know, listen, we're not doctors, but we are giving them the medicine of laughter.
But even amid the signs of progress, there's concerns over a variant detected in Vietnam.
The data today looked like it's more infectious and divides more rapidly. I think all of the data point to the fact that it will be susceptible to the vaccines, which is very, very positive.
Health experts say the more the world gets vaccinated, the fewer variants there will be. Famie Redwood, CBS News, New York.
And scientists say the variant detected in Vietnam is a mix of the strains first detected in the United Kingdom and in India. We all want to transition to a post-pandemic life, but psychologists say it might not be that easy for everyone. Americans are still reporting extremely high levels of stress about the pandemic. That's according to the American Psychological Association. But as vaccination rates increase and the end of the pandemic is in sight, the type of stress that people are having is changing.
People are experiencing no mask anxiety. The CDC recently changed their guidelines, and if you're vaccinated, you can start to go out without a mask. But many people are feeling a sense of unease of doing that. And we want to really approach this at a slow pace. Really give yourself permission to just take it at your own time.
And Shyla says it's normal to have a sense of anxiety and uncertainty about adjusting to a new normal. The best advice is to commit to still being cautious, but try not to avoid all social situations. This week, Dane County will end all of its coronavirus restrictions. Starting Wednesday, anyone who is fully vaccinated has the choice to wear a mask inside a public place. Capacity and gathering limits will also be lifted, but businesses can still choose to require masks or implement certain restrictions. If you're unvaccinated, under 12, or have underlying conditions, public health recommends that you still wear a mask. They also say even though the orders are ending, there will still be opportunities to get tested and vaccinated. And speaking of, just a reminder, if you're still looking for a COVID vaccine, you can find one right here at the News 3 Now studios or at Lake Farm County Park this week. On Thursday, June 3rd, we're partnering with SSM Health once again for our second vaccine day. Anyone who attended our clinic earlier this month will get their second shot, but we'll also have the 1-dose Johnson & Johnson vaccine, and we'll have first-dose Pfizer vaccines available to anyone who wants one. Well, over the past year, the Duck Pond has found ways to fill the stands. There's been things like drive-in movie nights and other events, but there hasn't been baseball until tonight. Our Madeline O'Neill joins us from inside the stadium, where the Mallards are making their return to the diamond after 20 months on the bench. Maddie?
That's right, and I gotta say, it feels good to be doing stories like this again. So the game is underway, facing the Lakeshore Chinooks. Mallards currently up 2-0. They were hoping for a triumphant return, so not a bad start to that there. But of course, this isn't just about the return to baseball for a lot of people. For many, this is about a return to a sense of normalcy, getting out and doing things again. Now, the stadium isn't quite at 100% capacity yet. That starts on Friday. For tonight and tomorrow's games, the Duck Pond will be at about 30% capacity ahead of the county's current health order ending on Wednesday. But with that go-ahead from health officials, the Mallards president says they're hearing from fans that they're ready to start gathering normally again. And there won't be vaccinated and unvaccinated sections for much of this season, but he says there will be tickets available for those who prefer more distanced seating. You can call the ticket office if that's something you're interested in. Now, coming up tonight at 10, we'll hear more from fans, including the family of the starting pitcher, on what the return to this season means and what we can expect for the rest of the season.
A beautiful night for baseball. So great to have them back. We'll see you tonight at 10, Maddie. Madeline O'Neill reporting live from the Duck Pond. For many Americans, Memorial Day weekend is the unofficial start to summer. But next at 6, a Purple Heart veteran in Rock County is using today to remember 2 soldiers who made the ultimate sacrifice. We'll have that story when we come back.
To be a thriver with metastatic breast cancer means asking for what we want and need. And we need more time. So we want Kisqali. Living longer is possible and proven with Kisqali when taken with a non-steroidal aromatase inhibitor in premenopausal women with HR-positive, HER2-negative metastatic breast cancer. Kisqali is a pill that's significantly more effective at delaying disease progression versus a non-steroidal aromatase inhibitor alone. Kisqali can cause lung problems or an abnormal heartbeat, which can lead to death. It can cause serious skin reactions, liver problems, and low white blood cell counts that may result in severe infections. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including breathing problems, cough, chest pain, a change in your heartbeat, dizziness, yellowing of the skin or eyes, dark urine, tiredness, loss of appetite, abdomen pain, bleeding, bruising, fever, chills, or other symptoms of an infection, a severe or worsening rash, are or plan to become pregnant or breastfeeding. Avoid grapefruit during treatment. Kisqali is not approved for use with tamoxifen. Ask your doctor about living longer with Kisqali.
Those brave men and women of our armed forces, generations of them. Why should today's burdens fall back onto them? They were there for us. Now let's be there for them. Your local Wisconsin energy providers and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund are working together to deliver Wisconsin veterans in crisis heat, power, and help staying in their home. But they can't do it alone. Call to donate today.
With Dad's arthritis, he needs extra help around the house, so I called a Grace. Yes, a Grace. With their agent home service, he can stay at home.
That's where I want to spend these months. With hospice care from a Grace, I can stay home with my dog and my grandkids and their laughter.
I had no idea laughter could be a part of my life again after Joe died. But through a Grace, I found hope and healing.
A Grace, caring every step of the way.
Governor Evers is honoring Wisconsinites who gave their life for our country today. The governor was joined by Secretary of Veterans Affairs Mary Kolar at a wreath-laying ceremony in Wapaka County. As a COVID precaution, the ceremony was closed to the public and streamed live on Facebook. The message is simple, but often lost. Memorial Day isn't about the kickoff to summer. It is a pause to remember. Naomi Coles reports from Janesville.
A silent march, a song heard over and over, and a story told again and again.
How is it possible that I'm here today and they're sitting right next to me and they're gone, you know?
Across the nation, today is one of remembering. For people here at this Janesville ceremony I attended, I had just one question. Who are you remembering today?
I served in Vietnam from 1966 to 67.
For Purple Heart and Bronze Star recipient Al Pacheco,
They were like brothers.
it's Sergeant Upton Ashley and Private Kenneth Sanders.
I was in a recon platoon in Vietnam. I was the 9th track back out of a 10 vehicles. And we were going to pick up a convoy and on Highway 13. But when I hit this one spot, there was somebody on the side of the road that ignited that bomb, a 500-pound bomb. I was in an 11-ton vehicle and it blew it in the air, blew me out of their projectile, and there was 2 individuals, my friends, that were killed instantly.
They were just 3 months into a year-long tour in Vietnam.
I am in contact with their families. One's in Wisconsin and one's in Virginia.
Al Pacheco is the only one left from the battalion today.
I am going to be 80 years old this year.
And Ashley and Sanders are why he's here on this Memorial Day.
All veterans of all wars, and especially to those who gave their all. So that's what this day is for, to honor them.
For News 3 Now, I'm Naomi Coles.
And still ahead tonight at 6, live music may have stopped during the pandemic, but it's on its way back. How a new Dane County grant program is making sure all your favorite artists can return to the stage this summer. Plus, sunny today, but rain chances are moving back in. Gary has your firstborn forecast coming up right after the break.
Chief Meteorologist Gary Canulty here. If your TV or internet goes out during severe weather, the Midland Weather Radio can be the extra measure of safety you and your family need. Pick up the Midland Weather Radio, available now at area Hy-Vee grocery stores.
Get more enjoyment from your outdoor space with patio enclosures. Right now, get up to $6,500 off your sunroom. Plus, no interest if paid in full in 24 months. Call today. Patio enclosures.
He's here! He's here!
What can I get you, young man?
Free installation!
Coming right up.
Feldco's biggest sale of the year. Free installation, plus no interest for 1 year.
Free installation on windows, siding, and doors ends soon. Call now.
Call 866 for Feldco.
Do you suffer from ED? Did you know there could be a way to relieve ED without harmful medications, needles, or surgery? Peak Performance for Men is here to help. Click or call now to treat your ED. And remember, our results make the difference.
It's Steinhoffel's Memorial Day sale. Take 35% off store-wide and save big on the styles you want. A queen mattress, just $349. Or this dual reclining sofa, $699. This queen bed, now $749. This 5-piece dining set, just $999. Or get the patio ready for summer with this 3-piece set, only $9.99. Plus, with Steinhaffel's special financing, you save even more. Only at Steinhaffel's and steinhaffels.com.
Is your credit score getting in the way of the things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit offer fast and flexible lending. Borrow up to $10,000 and choose repayment terms that work for you. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
Finding the right ingredients for a healthy lifestyle can be tricky. That's why SSM Health and News 3 Now are here to help.
Our Time for Kids recipe for health experts use online conversations and on-air reports to answer your health questions.
So tell us, what topics would your family like to hear about? What questions do you have?
Use the handy feedback form on our Time for Kids page to share what matters most to your family's health. And together,
let's take time for kids.
Get more enjoyment from your outdoor space with patio enclosures. Right now, get up to $6,500 off your sunroom. Plus, no interest if paid in full in 24 months. Call today.
Patio Enclosures.
You are watching News 3 Now at 6.
Welcome back, everyone. Live music is slowly returning in downtown Madison, and with that comes money. Dane County surveys show the average Madison couple spends $20 before or after each show, not including the price of tickets. That money goes right into the local economy, and right now, Dane Arts is working to help the local artists who make that boost possible. The group is distributing $1 million in grants among 400 local artists, many who've been out of work for the past year.
Most artists I work with will do the work because they care about it. They're passionate about their work. And I often say to them, but you can't go to the grocery store and buy groceries with passion.
Independent artists who live and work in Dane County are encouraged to apply. Each will receive a $2,500 paycheck. The money comes from Dane County and is the art community's version of federal relief funds. You can find the application on our website, channel3000.com. And now to weather, let's get a look at your certified most accurate forecast with Chief Meteorologist Gary Canonti. Gary?
Well, Susan, we're watching some clusters of showers and thunderstorms to our north and west. The nearest cluster is just about into the La Crosse area. So in the next couple of hours, it'll probably move into parts of Juneau and Adams County, maybe down into Richland County. But you can see these storms are kind of widely scattered. There are breaks in between them. So not everybody will see the rain, and these storms will definitely be weakening as they head in our direction. Farther to the south, a little more steady, just light rain across parts of northern Illinois. Storm Prediction Center actually has a marginal risk of severe thunderstorms north of the Dells for gusty winds and hail for the stronger storms. But again, these storms will be weakening once we get past sunset, and so by the time they reach us, I think the severe weather threat here is going to be pretty limited. As far as precipitation, we could use that, and this is not going to be the widespread heavy rain that we could use this time of year. So far this month, we're down almost 2 inches compared to normal. For the season since March 1st, we're down 5 inches, about 50% of the rainfall since the beginning really of March, kind of toward the start of the growing season. And since the start of the year, we're down about 6 inches of precipitation. So we are definitely continuing in drought conditions here. 3 things you need to know in the forecast. High temperatures will be in the upper 70s for tomorrow and Wednesday. Just a slight chance for a shower or thunderstorm Wednesday. Tomorrow should be dry. Then warmer weather returns with 80s by Thursday, mid 80s by Friday, and upper 80s by the weekend. And the humidity levels probably won't start to increase until late in the weekend or early next week. So even though it'll be warm, it'll feel comfortable. But then as the humidity starts to increase, we'll feel the effects of the heat a little bit more. And that could lead to some shower and thunderstorm chances next week. But it still remains to be seen how widespread those are going to be. Right now, temperatures are very comfortable through much of the Midwest. It's actually a little cooler to the south where there's been more cloud cover. Where the sun is shining, temperatures are generally in the mid to upper 70s. Dew point temperatures are still pretty low across Wisconsin, mainly in the 40s to the south, 50s, maybe close to 60 over parts of Kansas and Oklahoma. Farther to the south, there'll probably be some more severe weather over parts of Texas and New Mexico. But this weak cold front coming in from the north and west, you can see how those showers and thunderstorms have popped up this afternoon, and they'll die down just as quickly tonight. The upper level winds still from the southwest, but right now the air is just very dry across our part of the Midwest. So these showers and storms really will fizzle as they head in our direction as this weak cold front pushes in. Winds shift around a little bit behind it, but even so, temperatures are about the same, so we're not going to see much cooling. For tomorrow, in fact, look for a high temperature of 77. Nice to be a couple of degrees warmer, even though we'll be behind the front. And then as we check out the 7 to 10 day forecast, 77 on Wednesday, a slight chance for a shower or thunderstorm. And then as the temperatures go up, the rain chances go down. 81 Thursday, 85 Friday, upper 80s for the weekend. Humidity levels start to increase, so it'll feel more like it'll be in the lower 90s by early next week. Best chances of showers and thunderstorms from Tuesday afternoon into Wednesday, with a chance continuing into Thursday of next week. We'll be right back.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
News 3 Now is partnering with the Madison School District to provide its high school seniors with special commencement ceremonies.
Join us for the Class of 2021 Special Commencement Ceremony, streamed live on Channel3000.com and Channel 3000 Plus, June 11th and 12th.
Menards has everything to transform the look of your home, adding to your curb appeal. Ideal garage doors add a stylish new look to the outside of your home. We have more than 1,000 different style and color options to choose from. Give your home the update it deserves and save with 11% off all Ideal garage doors. Save today and get 11% off everything for your next project right now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Attention! This is an important message for all you grown-ups. Get the COVID vaccine. I miss my friends. This is the end of the message. I'm back. Not so fast. You can't return to a regular program yet. Not until you get the COVID vaccine. This for real is the end of my message. Safe care your way. Unity Point Health Meritor, a partner of UW Health. Know how much you matter to this world.
Those brave men and women of our armed forces, generations of them. Why should today's burdens fall back onto them? They were there for us. Now let's be there for them. Your local Wisconsin energy providers and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund are working together to deliver Wisconsin veterans in crisis heat, power, and help staying in their home. But they can't do it alone. Call to donate today.
No question, I want to spend these months at home with hospice care from A Grace, so I can be with my dog and my grandkids and their laughter.
A Grace, caring every step of the way.
News 3 Now is partnering with the Madison School District to provide its high school seniors with special commencement ceremonies.
Join us for the Class of 2021 Special Commencement Ceremony, streamed live on Channel3000.com and Channel 3000 Plus, June 11th and 12th.
Tuesday on News 3 Now this morning, we are sharing tips for healthy summer skin, and Chris Reese will share his forecast for the first week of June. Join us from 4:30 to 7 Tuesday for News 3 Now this morning.
You are watching News 3 Now at 6.
Gary's here with a final check. A little rain north and south of us.
Yeah, the stuff to the south will stay to the south. The stuff to the north and west, some of that may reach us, but you can see it is already starting to weaken and become a little more widely scattered as it heads toward the La Crosse area. Future radar over the next 3 hours, you can see just how those storms really fizzle as they head toward Madison by about 9 o'clock. So areas north and west of Madison stand the best chances of rain. Temperatures right now, lower to middle 70s. Look for a low tonight of about 51, high tomorrow 77, and then warmer weather for the rest of the week and next week.
All right, thank you, Gary. Enjoy your evening, everybody. Hope to see you back here tonight at 10.